guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we are talking about spring trends for 2021. I didn't know whether to make this video or not because really and truly we're not following trends. Everybody is wearing loungewear and we're all dressing comfortably because most people can't even go anywhere. But I thought I love doing these videos and I pretty much make them every single year, and I didn't want to skip out on this year just because of the whole situation. So here we are, and I am talking about spring trends for 2021. I have made all my notes in my notebook, so I am taking this so seriously. I'm joking. No, this is all fun and games, but I do like making notes because these videos are quite chatty, and I want to know exactly what I'm talking about so I don't get carried away, just like I am right now. So for this video, I mainly use online fashion retailers. I use big magazines like Marie Claire, Harper's Bazaar, that whole kind of thing. I also had a look at other people's videos, and I just kind of looked on Instagram to see what people are wearing. So this isn't going to be a video where I just look at like the runway and see what's going on in the runway and, you know, I don't know, pictures of all that kind of thing, because I feel like when you look at runways, they can be very unrealistic, and the kind of year that we have, I don't know if people follow runway fashion as strictly. I think nowadays people use social media, like Instagram and Pinterest, to really get inspiration. They don't really use those huge magazines and those spectacular magazines. So I've kind of used different sources to come up with this list because I just wanted to make it fun. Also, I know that a lot of people like to stray away from trends, but I watched someone's video who put it really well, and they said that trends are what makes fashion fun, and I couldn't agree more. As long as you have your staples in your wardrobe and, you know, you have the basics, the classics that work in your wardrobe, there's nothing wrong with adding trendy items, because fashion needs to be fun. As long as you pick out the trendy items that work for you, then that's the most important thing. But getting rid of trends kind of takes away the fun of fashion, because classics are always going to be classics, if you know what I mean. So the first spring trend that I'm going to be talking about are vests. Now, vests have been huge since the beginning of autumn, I feel like, probably last year to be honest, and they are continuing on, which is a good thing because I invested in quite a lot of vests in 2020, so I am happy that I will still be able to wear them going into 2021. So yeah, the vest trend is definitely here to stay. A lot of brands are still bringing out vests. Zara and H&M are one of the brands which are bringing out the most vests. I've seen loads more coming out on Zara, and this kind of ties in with the whole preppy trend. A trend that I've really noticed is coming out a lot more is the whole preppy trend, but I'm going to be adding pictures here to show you guys what I mean. But like the whole vest trend with the shirt, the whole preppy cardigans, preppy prints, chinos. I think on Harper's Bazaar they described it as suburban dad trend. So the dad trend is still kind of here. So yeah, the whole preppy trend, the vest trend is definitely going to be big going into 2021, spring 2021. The next trend that I'm going to be talking about is I called it the long straight jean trend, but actually I saw it described as the big jeans trend. Now what I mean by this is, you'll see in the pictures, what I mean by this is just really long, wide leg, ripped, straight jeans. I have seen Zara do this. They've gone a bit crazy with this trend. I've seen so many of these jeans on the Zara website, and on ASOS I've seen quite a few different styles from brands like Stradivarius, ASOS own design. You know, loads of places have been really going full on with this long dad wide leg jean trend, and I've also seen it dressed beautifully and effortlessly on Instagram. So the next trend that honestly doesn't need much explanation, and it's going to be sticking with us for 2021, is loungewear. Loungewear is everywhere, and I'm not going to talk about it for ages, but a lot of brands are continuing on with the whole loungewear thing. I know some people really don't like loungewear. Like, I've watched a few videos where people are really anti loungewear. I know that for some people it can really affect their productivity levels, which, to be honest, I totally understand. And you know, for some people, they feel like to be more productive they need to be dressed up properly and wear their makeup, do their hair, all that kind of thing. I am not one of those people. I mean, to me, my productivity levels, I don't know about you, it really depends on the weather. If we have beautiful weather and it's sunny and it's fantastic, I am productive, I'm ready to go, I want to do loads of things. If it's grey, miserable, raining, snowing, I don't want to do anything, I want to watch TV all day. So to be honest, the loungewear trend, I am so happy is continuing. So for me, the loungewear trend is not going anywhere. Right now I'm wearing this all striped top, but on my bottoms I'm wearing a pair of joggers. I live for loungewear and I work from home, so loungewear for me is not going anywhere probably ever. I'm just happy that I've been able to incorporate it into more like stylish outfits as well. How do you guys feel about loungewear? Does it affect your productivity? I know it doesn't for me, but the weather definitely 100% does. Another trend that I have observed on websites such as Zara and ASOS, those kind of brands, and even actually H&M a little bit, but Zara mainly, to be honest, is the cream chunky boot trend, okay? I'll be inserting pictures here, okay? What do you guys think of these? Because I'm very undecided. I have seen some people style these up amazingly with a full cream outfit and they look amazing, they look put together, but I just don't know how I feel about this trend of this boot style. Don't get me wrong, I love a good chunky boot. I am not against chunky boots. They're my favourite style of boots. They're practical. Where I live right now, my life, I need practical stuff, but the cream boot trend, well, it's not practical because it's cream, but they kind of remind me of boots that you wear or that you've seen in either like medical environments where they work with, like, I don't know if it's necessarily medical, but maybe like environments where people work in like really hazardous products or hazardous chemicals, and they wear like the white coat and they've got like the white boots, and then it kind of reminds me of like laboratory boots where, you know, like where animals go and then people wear those. Oh god, okay, I'm not going there. Moving on. Let's talk about something a bit more fun. Let's talk about tie-dye. So tie-dye is another trend that I have. It's always big during spring summer, to be honest. Like tie-dyes and all those kind of fun colours are always big during spring summer. I've seen Zara bring out a tie-dye suit already. I reckon H&M will probably bring one out, and Topshop and brands like that will definitely be bringing them out as well. But to be honest, it's not really, I don't know how I feel about tie-dye. Sometimes I like it and sometimes I don't. It depends, I think it really depends on the colours that I use in the tie-dye. Like if it's like a neutral tie-dye, then I'm okay with it. And if it's kind of like a neutral, not too overwhelming tie-dye, then I like it. But if it's overly colourful and there's so much colour and less like white, then I'm not so keen on it. I like when there's like a hint of a bit of beige or like khaki or whatever, but if it's like heavily colourful, then I'm not too keen on, because I think it's just too much. So I don't know how I feel about the tie-dye trend. I've never really been that into it. I think the last time I wore tie-dye was probably when I made a tie-dye t-shirt in school. Since then I've just never really been, I've never loved it that much. Let's talk about a classic spring trend, pastels. Pastels, does it get any more spring than pastels? But yeah, I have seen the most beautiful H&M suit. I really wanted it, didn't buy it because I'll insert a picture here. It looked gorgeous on the model. She looked just put together, and I just think it would look so beautiful with my cream YSL bag. But I was showing Jack this suit, and actually I think he saw it on my Instagram. He saw it and he was like, nice suit, but where are you going to wear that to? And I just thought, I have quite a few blazers and that I tried out last year and I didn't wear them anywhere. So am I going to wear this mint green, pastel-y green suit to? Absolutely nowhere. And that just sealed it for me, to be honest. I need to ask myself that question a lot more. But yeah, I love the pastel trend. I've seen quite a lot of pastel knitwear everywhere. H&M, Zara are obviously really going full on with it. I do love pastels. Yeah, I do love pastels because I feel like if you are scared of colour, then going for pastel colour is always a nice kind of soft way to introduce a little bit of colour into your wardrobe. And then the final trend I'm going to be talking about is called cinch in, and it's just all about cinching in the belt, showing off your waist. And I've seen some beautiful belts out there, really thick, beautiful trends that cinch you in, and yeah, and I don't even know if this is really a trend, but according to Harper's Bazaar, it is a trend. How do I feel about the cinching trend? I see a lot of people cinching in their dresses, their knitwear, whatever, and they always look amazing, but I personally, belts hurt my stomach. Anything that's too tight on my stomach hurts my stomach. So whenever I feel any kind of pressure on them, instant stomach ache for the rest of the day. So this isn't really going to be a trend that I wear, and to be fair, personally, I would prefer it when I don't belt anything. I feel like sometimes belt can kind of really distract the whole look, but I do appreciate that they look amazing. Some outfits just simply need belting, but for me, comfort is key, and usually when I belt things, it just means I'm guaranteed stomach ache and stomach problems for at least a day. So unfortunately, this won't be a trend that I personally won't be trying just because of me, but I know this is a trend that loads of people look amazing in, and just it really worked for some outfits. So yeah guys, that was my spring 2021 trends video. Are there any trends that you guys are going to be trying out? I know the vest trend I'm going to love, the straight jeans, the long straight wide jeans. I think I'm going to try out loungewear. It ain't going nowhere. I'm going to try quite a few of these trends, but are there any that you guys are just thinking, definitely not, it's not going to be happening? Do comment them down below, because I love chatting fashion with you guys. And yeah, I will leave it there. I hope you enjoyed this video, this long chatty rambly video, and I'll catch you in my next video. Bye.